Hi, welcome students to Coach Elliott's dance fitness class. This is Miss Demke, and today I have a visitor, Miss Amina. And today we are going to be teaching you our yoga segment as part of our resistance training. A couple things I want you guys to keep in mind as we are doing this segment are what muscles are we engaging and using, and why do you think yoga is considered strength training or resistance training? We often associate yoga just with meditation, balance, and stretching, but Mina, come on back, honey. But we often forget that it's also used to build muscle and our core and our muscles. So I want you to think about, how does yoga engage your muscles and how would it be considered strength training? All right, so let's start with our warm-up. Amina, come here and help mommy. Let's do our dance. Let's start with our warm-up where we reach across above our head, to the side, and down below. And then we'll do our core and our lungs. So let's get this started. 4 across. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now go across. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reach down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And for our lung capacity, stretching our rib cage out side to side. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rotation. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so we are ready to begin. Take note, I'm not wearing shoes for this. That's optional to you if you want to wear socks, shoes. I suggest laying down a towel on the floor just so that you're not having to breathe in the dust or dander from the ground, and having some water nearby if you need to get a drink through our workout. So we will begin by just stretching up, breathing out. And it's really important during yoga that we maintain our breathing and that we're expanding ourselves. Okay, so we will reach down. Just let yourself hang. Breathe in. Notice my back arching a little bit, and breathe out for deeper. Place your hands on the ground. Step back. Go to your knee. Be on all fours. We're going to do a cat-cow. So we're going to stretch up like cat and down for cow. Breathe in. Breathe out. Cat and cow. Come on down, honey. for one more. All right, so now we're going to go into, place your feet on the ground. We're going to go into downward dog. Or up dog, I think. Can't remember. I'm not a professional yogi, so go lean forward, dip your knees, your arms down, and come up. This is an advanced movement, so if you don't want to keep your knees up, go ahead and put your knees down for modified version. And come up and back down to your all fours for child pose. You'll feel a stretch in your deltoids. Back up to down dog. And at this point in time, we are going to swing our right foot up to our chest to place our foot in between our hands. So you'll take your leg up and then swing it through and step. We're going to hold this for just a moment. Your chest is resting against your thigh. You'll feel a stretch for your inner thighs. Okay, then step back to downward dog. Now we're going to come forward, dip down using our triceps and our chest, and back up. Again, you can put your knees down on the ground if you want. Back to down dog. This time, we're going to lift our left leg up and swing it in between our hands. So lift your left leg and then bring it in between your hands. Chest should be resting against your thigh and your knees. And go in for a nice stretch there for your inner thighs and your hips. Open up your hips. Take a deep breath and breathe out. This time we're going to bring both feet together. So now we're going to come out of our lunge, bring your right foot up together, and just come into a bend. You can bend your knees at this time. So you can bring your chest closer to your knees. Notice that my legs are bent. Roll your back up. Arms, go ahead and make your place your feet shoulder width apart. Bring your hands up and do a squat. And come up. Bring your arms up above your head. Breathe out and come back down to a body bend, bending your knees. Bring your feet together. There's a lot of repeated motions, repetitive motions in yoga. From here, we're going to place both feet back and make our dip and come up. Come back to up dog or down dog. Don't remember which one. We're going to swing our right foot up. So bring your right foot up again. Swing it forward in between the hands. Going to hold it for here for a moment. And now we're going to lift our chest up for a forward lunge. using your arms as on either side to maintain your balance. Go ahead and bring your lunge back down. Bring your feet back together for a down dog. Then we're going to switch legs. Let's bring up our left foot. Swing it through. Then we're going to come up for a forward lunge, maintaining our hands on either side. My back leg is slightly bent, but my foot is firmly planted. Are you going to do your yoga on your mat too, honey? No. Okay, come back down into the forward lunge. Bring your your foot back. Go down and do a dip. Mina, you got to get up. Down dog. Step both feet forward for a mountain. Knees bent slightly so you can bring your chest to your knees. Go in and step up. Bring your body up. Hands above the head. And bring it down for a squat. Come do your yoga. Go ahead and show mommy. Show mommy your plie too. Okay, come back up. Come back down. Bend your body. Okay. Then you're going to want to step back. Now we're going to go into our down dog. We're going to do a warrior pose next. So, lifting your right foot up, swing it in, come up for side, plant your left foot pointed slightly to the other way, and then you bring your arms out in front of you. We're going to hold this. Make sure your knee isn't going over your toes. We're going to hold this position. Now we're going to bend our left hand back to touch our left leg. Our right hand reaching above our head. Try to maintain your weight on that front foot. Go ahead and slowly release back into Warrior One, where your hands are just straight out in front of you. Go ahead and face forward for front lunge and slowly bring yourself back down. Go ahead and place both legs back for downward dog. Now we're going to switch sides for our left foot. So raise the left foot, engaging the glutes, and then swing it forward. Go ahead and turn your right foot so it's slightly pointed out, not fully in line with your front foot. Now we're going to come into a lunge. And then for Warrior One, hands completely horizontal to your body. Then we lean back for Warrior Two, hand resting against your calf. You can look up to the sky, left arm above your head. Swing it back to warrior one. Face the front. Bring it back to your lunge. Back to downward dog. Go ahead and step both feet up for the bend. And then bring your arms up above and go in for a squat. I'm going to move back here real quick just so I'm more centered on the mat. Come back up. Gonna go back down to the mat, so go ahead and fold in half. Step back into downward dog. And then dip down. Oh. Mina, do your yoga on your mat, honey. Back to downward dog. We're going to go in for a lunge stretch. So you'll want to swing in your leg in between your hands. Go, where's your ponies? Now you're going to place your hand in between, so both of your hands are on the inside of your leg. And this is really going to give you a nice deep stretch to open up those hips. Okay, now bring your hand back out on the outer side. And come on up to bring both feet up together. So you're bent. I don't think you're going to get a treat when we go home, honey. Come up, hands above the head into a squat. Do it on your yogi mat, honey. Look at your animals. Where you put your foot on your pig and put the other foot on the frog, honey. And come up. Step back into your lunge. Warrior one. And to warrior two. We're going to do some balancing here. So come up into warrior one again. Step forward. And now we are going to, if you want, you can lift your leg. If that's more comfortable. You want to hold it here for balance. If not, you can also just lift your leg out if that's more comfortable. For me, I don't feel as much balance sticking just my leg out, so I like to hold my foot. Woo. Let me fix my eyes. It's helpful to fix your eyes on a place in the room that's not moving. Just hold it. Okay. Bring it down. Lift your arms up above your head and bend back down with your knees slightly bent. Hands back, step both feet back into down dog. Lean forward into your dip and come up. Bend back down into downward dog. Now this time you're going to do the opposite foot than what you did last time. So I did my left foot. This time I'm going to do my right foot. Bring it up and swing it through for the lunge. This does not want to stay on. We'll just see how it goes. And then bring it in for a deeper lunge by taking your hand and putting it in between. So both your hands are on the same side of on the inside of your leg. Pardon me. Hold that stretch. Okay. Now bring the stretch back by going into your lunge. Coming up into warrior one. Now going to go back into warrior two. Coming up. Bring your feet together for our balance. So you're going to plant your foot, grab your other foot, stretch out your arm and stretch your leg out. Go ahead and release by bringing your foot down and your arm down. Stretching up and going into a squat. Go ahead and release by standing up. Raising your arms above your head and bending forward. Now with both hands planted, step both feet back. Lean forward and go into a dip and come up. Yeah, on a piggyback ride. Come into downward dog. Lean forward. Come to rest both knees on the ground. And we'll do a little bit more cat and cow pose. So cat and cow. Cat and cow and cat and cow. All right, from here we're just going to come back and bring it in for child pose. Resting your forehead on the ground. Breathing in deep and releasing. Pay close attention to those hip muscles. Just let them relax. Breathe in. Feel the tension and breathe out and release that tension. Focusing on the lower back and hips. Now reach your hands up above your head a little bit more to get in more of a deeper stretch on your deltoids. Breathe in, feeling that tension against your back and your deltoids, and then release. And release that tension. Pay attention to how your muscles are stretching and enjoying this moment. And come up. All right. That concludes our workout for today for yoga. I hope you guys enjoyed it and can feel a little bit of that tension released and feel those muscles engaged. And like I mentioned before, I want you guys to think about, how is yoga a resistance workout? What muscles are we engaging, and how does it actually build our muscles? So where we're not just focusing on balance and flexibility. So go ahead and give that a thought, and I look forward to seeing you guys next lesson, and thank you for your patience with this little helper, Miss Amina, and I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Take care.